everybody. Welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. Today is White Hair Day. Thank you guys. You're so cute, and you seem to be liking my wigs being in different colors, and I like to try different hair colors because it's so fun. I just like having a good time. And I want to thank you guys for all your wonderful feedback on my video that I posted yesterday. I felt like I had an absolute breakthrough moment when I watched some of these experts out there explain the phenomenon of sometimes why we all of a sudden feel like we're not good enough or we can't accomplish something, even when it's simple. And the fact that when we're, the age between 1 and 7, our parents are in coaching mode, so they don't know it's to our detriment, but them saying, don't do that, you're going to fall, you can't do that, you're not old enough, you're not smart enough, you're not big enough, you're not this, that, and we hear it over and over and over and over. That track has formed in our head, and then we think that way for a lifetime because 90% of what we do is a knee-jerk reaction or a subconscious programming that we hear when we're 1 through 7. Psychologically, we don't know anything different. We can't tap into anything different. And, unless we're like super avant-garde and we're like, oh no, that discredits who I am as a human, we just go that way. And I wanted to look into that thing for certain things, like why, some of my friends and myself in certain areas, we were utterly fearless and we'd go do things and we wouldn't have a qualm. Like, I could speak in front of a million people. It wouldn't bother me. I actually like it. What I feel is happening right now is this cool phenomenon where everybody is questioning their subconscious patterns now. They're seeing, why am I doing something that's ineffectual, sometimes harmful, doesn't get me anywhere, makes me feel bad later, or I feel like, I'm not asserting myself enough or going to the next level or really reaching for that dream or whatever it is that's out there that is within reach and is a possibility at all times. And what happens is we go back into that programming that restricts us. We don't even know we're doing that. But now when we can apply conscious awareness into subconscious behaviors and say, no, I'm getting the same results because I'm reacting the same way to certain people. I'm in the same environments, work, family, what otherwise. I'm going to try something new because I want to play a different record. I want a new CD in there, one that's more expansive, one that's more helpful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a 3-card choice. And this is what new changes are going to come about in your world, in this new year. What are you going to change and shift into something more beautiful, more helpful, something that makes you feel more like you're gliding than you're pushing, right? Because that was part of some of the stuff I was listening to yesterday. We're not worthy because we do more. We're not more worthy because we try harder, make more money, or whatever we are. We have a title. Not so. In fact, I feel most worthy of my life and my accomplishments when I ease off and like I go for a walk in nature and I pet my animals and I talk to you guys and I do things that are fulfilling and wonderful to me. And it's usually some creative art or artistic endeavor. I love when I discover anything on the emotional front that can be a breakthrough. In fact, I was going nuts yesterday. I drove by Yukon. It's very close to me. And one thing I can do is condense a whole bunch of information and make it interesting and fun for different peer groups. And I thought I should talk about some of these things over at Yukon. I may stop by there and talk to the dean or whoever is involved in, public speakers and go over there and say, listen, I have been where you are today, where I thought I had to push so hard. I might have been in a class or a study that wasn't really meant for me, but it was programmed from a parent or a teacher that I needed to do this, that this was my vocation, and they implanted it. And then I realized, we need to follow our bliss, our dreams, and talk about that subconscious programming that makes us all of a sudden become depressed because we think we're not doing enough, pushing enough, being enough, and it's all ego driven, it's all implants. I would love to do that. So that's something I'm definitely thinking about. And you as well, really push yourselves where you might have a little bit of fear or think that something isn't possible. Go in there and really push because I feel like it is a time. So we're going to have 3 cards to choose from. I get so excited. So confidence is the key to your success is number 1. And that's it too. Where does confidence really derive from? For me, it's little wins, right? And that's what we need to do, little wins. Hey, you know what? I should walk for a mile today. I'll feel better. That fresh air will feel good. confidence, right? It'll come from that. So that's number one. Number two is surrender to the divine. That is the messages we get from spirit and our ancestors and our soul that says, of course, this is available to you. Of course, you deserve this. Of course, you're valuable, right? Not the ego that does the opposite. So definitely we got to watch that bugger. That ego can really pop in there. Number three, luck is on your side. I believe luck is absolutely manifested, because one of the things I do, and on my best, luckiest, most simplistic days, I do what spirit just brings me to. You know what I mean? Like right now, I was like, pop that wig on your head, get your beret on, and start talking about stuff that you're excited about. You have people you love to see, and I did make tentative vow to you guys to try to do 2 videos a day, one on and one off camera. I really like that. I love to see my favorite readers on. Again, I feel like there's a friend in the room. We're having coffee, we're hanging out, we're talking. I really like to see people's faces, their expressions, and all of that. And thank you guys for your lovely comments. You're so sweet. So again, luck is on your side. So number one, again, is confidence is the key to your success. Number two is surrender to the divine. And number three is luck is on your side. So I am going to let you make those choices. And then I'm going to give these a shuffle. I haven't used these in a while, and these are fantastic. But I tell you what, you guys, I was so stoked yesterday. I was beside myself with joy and anticipation. And also I started structuring a whole program of teaching around this. And I was like, I got really excited. And but again, it's like, I know when my teacup is filling up, and the season, you know, Christmas season, and my jewelry and all my creations and stuff, I have to kind of put a cap on that and not go crazy in other endeavors. But if I think at any time, or you think at any time, that you can raise somebody's vibration, you can change their perspective, because what persuasion is all about, letting somebody know you've been where they're at, right? That you feel them, that you have empathy and sympathy. And then say, listen, we're all on this big blue ball together. Here's something I've learned that is extremely helpful for me. It gives me peace of mind. It gives me a sense of purpose. It gives me balance. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel connected to other humans, all of that. And when people feel included, they feel warm and they feel listened to, you can do amazing things. So really, really, with you guys being, confidence is now your key. If you want to persuade people right now, I already feel like you're going to be highly persuasive. So look at this with that. Your first card is divine will. Let go of fear. Absolutely. I feel that what happens is fear can derail us so quickly, because all of a sudden we're listening to that voice that goes, you need to do more, you don't have enough information, you don't have this and that. It pushes, again, those crazy imprints that are put in our head when we're younger, that, you know, you need to be certified for this, you need to have this. You don't need anything. All you need is divine will. I want to start an exercise regime. I want to reach out to people, you know, that might have a drug problem because you have past experience. Whatever it is, start to format it. Write it down. It brings it into the 3D. I can't tell you guys enough. Write. When you start to write things down, you see it. It pulls it in the 3D. It makes it more real. It makes it kind of palpable. And then you also see, as with vision boards and other things around us, you see your vision constantly reminding you. You know, Marissa Peers is consistently talking about that. When you see things, those little prompts on your wall. I have this thing in my bathroom that I absolutely love, and it's really great. You know, it's like, be kind, be humble, be honest, all of those things. And it's a constant reminder, and I see that, and I smile every time I see that. So your divine will right now, you're going to get intuitive hints. Do this, say that, go there. Quiet your ego, mind, and yourself, and really go with this. Ride that beautiful wave of serenity, of being guided to places that you're supposed to go to, you know, because I believe that right now is a super highly motivational time for you to get things off the ground that you want, creative projects or other big time spirit messages. This is big for you. I feel like you're actually reaching another level of understanding of intuition. You probably have some clairaudiency, clairsentience, and some other spiritual gifts that you're now tapping into. It really is. After the 11/11 portal, it's berserk. So observe this. Really start to tap into seeing 11/11s. I feel like 888, 222s are going to be some of your numbers. Birds are definitely something. Phoenix, eagles, those big birds of prey are going to be very synchronistic for you. Look out for people with tattoos of dark birds and crows and ravens and eagles. Again, it's all interconnected. These energies, these messages, they're all there for us. I feel like you are here to serve a higher purpose and persuade people that they are worthy, that, you know, they are worthwhile human beings. And I feel like you're your power of persuasion is coming into its really heightened awareness, and you're able to help people and be soothing and make them aware that it's a lot simpler than it seems. You know, we complicate things to a degree where it's not necessary. I mean, life can be so filled with ease. Every day I decide to do new things and in different ways, and I get excited about it. I don't care if I'm just going to the store to buy an apple, or Hagen always goes, apple. It's like those little things. I get excited to go pick him up because we always go to Donuts Delight. I get some kind of coffee mixture that I get excited about, and he gets his little donuts and he gets his stuff. He's 16, he loves food, and we laugh the whole way home. We put on Game Grumps and we go mental, and that has special meaning to me. That's time with him. And so I feel like spend time with people who make you sparkle, laugh, and have a good time, because you're really tapping into some magic right now, Group 1. So I love that energy for you. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. And if you have any questions about, I'm doing a special read at Stonehenge. I know I've been mentioning it sporadically, but I'm going to put the whole thing in detail on my Instagram. So come see me at Instagram at Sparkwist11. I do daily posts and means. I have contests almost every single day there. It's ridiculous, for free giveaways and readings. And I love to give back to you guys because you really inspire and make me so happy. So I want to do the same for you guys. Okay. So I am doing a reading. I'm taking bookings for personal readings on the property of Stonehenge when I go in February. You know, I have a filmer. I'm going to be filming there right with the stones in the background. Everybody receives the deck I use plus the crystal for their reading. It's going to be really beautiful. So I'm very excited. So that's you guys. Yeah. Step into this power. Use your persuasion to make other people's lives easier too, and kind of get people at work to go along and get along, because you're going to be able to do that with ease and a natural kind of rhythm. So gorgeous. And all my links are also down below, you guys. So now we're on to number 2, which I really love. Surrender to the divine. Okay, you guys, lead the way, light your own path. This is you not following anybody else's kind of rhetoric or patterns or any of that. You're breaking out of that. You're kind of breaking out of your mold and going, you know what? I'm getting some great new insightful information. I want to use that to enhance my life, to bring beauty, magic, more importantly, passion into it, right? I feel like some of you guys feel like you're kind of at a stalemate. You're like, you know what? I don't want to wake up the same way, eat the same food, go to the same job, talk to the same people, behave the same way, watch the same shows, and feel like I'm on autopilot. You want to feel life. You want to infuse your life with passion. And that's part of what's going on. You're definitely going to tap into this beauty and majesty that's within you that lets you know that, you know, you're unstoppable. When you put your mind to something and you really are focused on that, and the energy and magic that comes from that, because really all it is a little bit of focus, determination. First, identifying what it is you want to put your focus into, whether it's your own business, you know, elevating in your present company, going and see relatives you haven't seen in a while, finding peace of mind, adopting a pet, whatever it is. All it takes is write it down, focus on it for a moment, and say, okay, now I'm going to bring this about. So simple. And the thing is, we can do these things with such ease. So we just need to take the complications out of it. Excellent. So love and light. Yay. Act with care. Where you want to bring about change and where you want to enhance your life, act with care for yourself. Talk kindly to yourself. Let yourself know you are a beautiful person that deserves love and care. And like I'm always saying, the person that just does more is not more worthy. The person that makes more money is not more worthy. The person that's more in the limelight or has nicer things is not more worthy. That is absolutely not true. The person that's worthy is the person that listens to their soul's mission and voice that says, you know, I love you. You're a great person. You're trying. Look at you. You're acting with kindness. You hold the door for people. If you're out, you're thinking of a friend, you get them a bouquet of flowers. That's what makes you worthy. What makes you worthy is you have appreciation for this life that's given to you right now, and you're showing gratitude. And that's going to be a huge theme for you guys, Group 2. Your gratitude for how you're living your life and what you're receiving is going to bring about more in a huge way. You know, you're really acting with care, going, well, if I do this and I do it with care, love, and focus, it's going to bring about a better result. You know, no more racing. Why am I constantly racing and trying to get results when it's the journey and the creative process is what brings you such joy? I feel like a lot of you are musicians, writers, you know, beauticians, all of these things, and you make something out of nothing. You create a new thing that wasn't there before. Isn't that something? That's quite amazing. You have enthusiasm and zest for life, and you want a more impassioned route. I feel like you want to bring something about that's new. Maybe a new salsa dancing course, something you get out and you mix it up with like-minded people, because you are drawing in kindred spirits right now. I feel like December and January is your time to be bringing in your kindred spirits, because our archangels and our spirits and ancestors know what we require, and usually it's a like-minded kindred soul that helps us along our path, and you're doing that for yourself. So I love that energy for you, group 2. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name's Melanie. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below for private reads. Check out the Goddess Provisions box. It is off the hook. I have some new Etsy listings. I'm going to put in a whole bunch this weekend. I've made the pieces. I just need to photograph them and list them properly, because I'm getting excited and revved up for this Christmas season. And I have really reasonable price points, because I know what it is to want your own handcrafted something. So I don't go crazy. I enjoy doing it, and I want other people to have it. So I don't go crazy. And again, I'm very excited, you guys. It's like, just write down what you want, because you're right there. Group 2, group 1, you guys are right there. Everybody is right there right now. Okay, you guys, this is look at the bigger picture too. What is happening right now in a really unique way? It's look at the bigger picture, and also luck is on your side. Those two cards were stuck together. That's part of it. What is something that you're looking forward to doing in an epic way? What do you have? What are some of the fundamentals you need to get started? Write them down. I like to do things in threes, because what that does for me is it doesn't overwhelm me. I take it easy. Okay, what do I want to do today? I want to create 2 pieces of really cool lapis Louise Hay. Like those are lapis lazuli pieces. What do? Get your pieces together, put them on trays, look at your beads, line them up, photograph them, so on and so forth. There, I have my blueprint. Easy, right? It's when all that information is in our head swirling around that we complicate it and make it ridiculous. Therefore, all we have to do is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, let it be. That's my saying. 1, 2, 3, let it be. It's that easy. Type down below if you want to 1, 2, 3, let it be, right? Just do 1, 2, 3. It's one of those things, again, our subconscious pattern. We're overhauling that, and that's what I do too. When I think something's impossible, I'm like, forget it. It's not impossible. 1, 2, 3, let it be. I write it down. I bring it into the 3D. How about 1, 2, 3, let it be? Bring it into the 3D. It's that simple. And I do make a lot of rhymes, because I'll say it over and over in my car. I look like the most flippin' lunatic in my car. I always have my phone positioned on me, so I seem like I'm talking to somebody. I talk to the trees. I get excited when I see the birds. If I see a deer cross my path, forget it. It's Armageddon in my car. Like, people have looked at me over at the stoplight like they just start laughing, because I literally gesticulate. I go mental. It's one of those things. You're going to be required to be focused on what you want to pull it in, but you're going to have so many aha moments, and it'll usually be in your car and when you're alone. So who are you going to talk to? Your best friend, yourself, right? So let rip, do it. So I'm loving this, because this is channeling your knowledge. What do you already know about where you want to go and the steps in order to do that, right? Whether it's teaching, whether it's being creative, whatever it is, channel your knowledge. Have that be your focus point. Have that be your gravity for the day. Focus on that. You deserve to move in the direction of your dreams. Why would you do anything other, right? Who cares? Again, you really are in for a stage of expansion, group 3. I really feel like what's happening is you're pinpointing what it is you want and how to get there now, and go about it. Write it down. Talk to like-minded people that'll be excited about it. Talk to me. Come over on Instagram and DM me. I'm constantly motivating people. Friggin' write that last page. Get that book into the publisher. Do this. Sometimes we need somebody with a healthy detachment, but is a cheerleader for us, right? I'll be your cheerleader. Anybody that's on any kind of creative swerve, I am all for that, because it raises our vibration. It pulls in our soulmates. It pulls in our dreams. When we have somebody that says, yeah, go do that, and it's going to listen intently, that's one thing. I shut off everything else. When I'm listening to somebody and their hopes and dreams, I am right there with you. And you're having a hard time, I am that person in the dark that will listen to you and help you, because I know what it is to feel hopeless and helpless at times. But right now, it's like you're just busting out of that cocoon, like, where the light at? Where am I going? Where are my people at? You're going to find supporters, kindred spirits, all this beauty. You're expanding in a huge way. And I know this is painful to some degree too for some people. They're getting lightheaded, exhausted, all these things. It's phantom symptoms. You feel like you're hallucinating, and then and then you go into a pit of despair as well, right? If you're like, I have all this fantastic ideas, but how to implement them, it can plummet you. And then you just go 1, 2, 3, let it be. Right? 1, 2, 3, ease up, have healthy detachment. And it's all going to wash ashore for you in a really, really great way. So I love that energy for you, group 3. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name's Melanie. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. And all my links are down below. If you want a private read, you go to my Etsy store, my Patreon, everything comes to me on Instagram. I do all kinds of fun contests. I just did one and it's still going for for the next 10 days, a free private reading for whoever enters the contest of what brings you joy and light, because I want people to write that down. It reminds them what brings them joy and light and will gravitate them back towards that. So love and light to you guys. Namaste. I am my own camera person, so I got to get to being a camera gal.